Hi, this is Anthony from West Coast Custom Concrete, Bobcat Service, and Concrete Pumping. Today we'll be filling a sunken living room with concrete. It's right across the street from the ocean, so it's at sea level, and the soil is super alkaline, and it rained so much this winter that water came up through the slab, and they had water damage, and had to pull the carpet. And the homeowner had called me, and we're going to fill the living room in 6 inches with concrete, make it level with the existing floor there, and we're putting dowels in, rebar in 20 inches on center. What we did was we snapped a chalk line around the perimeter of the room, and we just cut the drywall, and we'll pour right up to the bottom of the drywall because I don't want to pour over the drywall because when the water seeps and bleeds from the concrete, it can rot the wall and get mold and get behind the drywall. So I just cut the drywall off. Here we are cutting the dowels here. We're putting them 20 inches on center, 6 inch room. It's 6 inches deep. And here we go. I'm putting expansion foam around this fireplace, so when the concrete cures and expands and shrinks, it doesn't put so much pressure on this fireplace. Because I've actually seen, so when it's expanding, put so much pressure on the brick, put cracks in them. So I give it some room to breathe when it expands, when it's curing, because it's locked in down below the floor. So there's nowhere for the concrete to expand. So it can expand and breathe a little against that foam. Here's Javier putting in all the dowels, tying all the steel. We set this up in a couple hours, drilled the dowels, set the steel. But it was unseasonable amount of rain this year, about 30 inches in Orange County, which is really weird. And this house is right at sea level, plus the clay soil, alkaline soil, and it just billowed up right through the slab because concrete's not waterproof. There, I put on adobes, 2 inch adobes, because we were pouring it 6 inches thick, so I used 2 inch adobes so it's off the ground. Because today was only going to be me pumping and Javier finishing, and there's just us two, and I don't want to worry about pulling the rebar up or nothing. I'm just going to handle the pump and pull the hose, and he's going to screed it and finish it. Just two of us today. It's like 6 yards. Here I am rolling the system out. Went and got my pump after we set it up, and we called the concrete in. I ran about 100 feet of hose, 125 2.5 inch hose, and I reduced it down to 2 inch into the room so I could just do it all myself, pull it out, pull the hose. When you're pumping, the line will surge a little bit, so I put carpet or something underneath the clamp so it doesn't scratch the driveway. If you have it on finished concrete, you got to be careful because it'll surge a little bit, especially if you pump it super dry. It'll surge just a tad, but with those rugs under there, it doesn't matter. Just put some plastic here in the entryway because that's existing tile that's going to stay that way. Here's the truck. What I did was to stop his moisture problem. I ordered a Zypex in the mix. It's like the best waterproofing agent you can use. It's pretty expensive. It's like about $65 per yard, and I had 6 yards here, so I spent like almost $400 on waterproofing agent. They put it in the mix at the plant. I used a 3,000 psi mix with straight cement, 2% Polar Set because it's indoors, and then the Zypex in the mix. And that's the best stuff on the market. I've never done a slab with it, but I've done retaining walls and stuff with it, and no water will go through it. So this slab will never, moisture will never come to this slab again. But like I said, I've never done a slab with it, but I heard it's super good. I did some retaining walls and stuff with it, and no water come through them. So here I am pumping it. What I'm going to do is get a 2 foot screed on each side of the room, and he'll get he'll screed it, rot it off of it, and then we'll come straight down the middle with a 13-foot rod stick right down the middle. I'm just getting it all ready around the edge, around the fireplace here. Just pumping it down. This Zypex, you don't notice it pumping it or finishing it really that it's in there, but you can see it. It kind of looks like plastic a little bit. Kind of the mix looks a little different, but it didn't pump or trowel any different. There's a 13 footer. He's just pulling it himself. We already got it laid down. I just pulled the hose out. I'm going to wash it out. I'm pretty much done. I just got to wait on the concrete to get finished. We put the prime into the wheelbarrow, and then we put it back in my pump when I'm washing out. Because if you put the water in the prime ahead of you in the slab, that part of the slab won't go off till, I mean, you'll be there all night. So I don't put it in there, especially indoors. But we got some heat in this. We got 2% polar set because it's inside. And it was only like 65 degrees out too. And we turned the heater on in the house too and shut the doors and went outside for a couple hours, put it about 80 degrees and let it take off, and it started cooking pretty good. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe.